morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you welcome back to the Beat Up Plan as we return to do another little bit of Hearthstone. And the newest expansion has been announced, Journey to Unguro. Now, unlike a lot of other Hearthstone players who are all hyped, well, I am not going to discuss the cards right now. Of course I'm interested in new cards and some of the mechanics look fun, but before I'm going to make my judgment on it, I rather would like to see some of the new cards as well. I will give you a little tip, a little sneak peek I should say. For instance, they have decided to make legendary spells. Each class gets one legendary mission card. It's a 1 mana card that you always get in your starting hand, but you can mulligan it away, very important thing. And these cards require you to do something. For instance, the priest one that was revealed was Awaken the Makers. You gotta play it for 1 mana, so probably your first turn, because you don't have that many cards in hand anyways. Then you're going to have to play 7 Death Rattle minions. Actually, better to say you have to summon 7 Death Rattle minions. If you manage this, you get a 5 mana legendary that's 8/8 taunt. Set your player to 40 health. That's a ridiculous card. But playing 7 Death Rattles or summoning 7 Death Rattles is somewhat complicated. Now I have already been thinking about what if you put this in Wild. Because setting your hero to 40 of course sounds a little bit like the new Reno. Because Reno will rotate out not too far from now. Well, if you put it in Wild, it could become very interesting, because then you have probably enough Death Rattles, and let's say a Reno Nazav Priest. Reno Nazav Quest Priest even. Mistress of Mixtures. 1 mana cost, 2/2, 4 health to you and the opponent. Sludge Belcher. 3/5, taunt, and when dies another 1/2 taunt. Not a bad one. Piloted Shredder, 4/3. Summon a level 2 cost mana creature when it dies. How about a Shifting Shade? Nazav, 8 summoned, voila, and you can Reno before that. That is a crazy deck, yo. I would love to show you this, but A, I do not have this card yet because the pack isn't out, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Makers, or Awaken the Makers, and I don't have Nazav. However, another thing that comes along with this expansion is the fact that some cards, as I've been talked about before, will go towards the whole of Fate. They will disappear. And they are Ragnaros, which you know I have, Azure-Drakes, which I have 2 of, Power Overwhelming, Icelands, and Conceal. All of them I have 2 of. At least I believe I have 2 Conceals in Rogue. This is not Rogue, this is Rogue. Conceal? Yeah, I do. Okay. Wasn't even sure. But what I don't have, and what I have said so many times that I would love to have, is, of course, Sylvanas. I did not... Let me do Windrunner. Because Sylvanas, it's Sylvanas. I must have typed something wrong, I don't know. I've said so many times I would love to have her, but she's going to go to the Hall of Fame. And I just got enough to make 1 legendary, because I was kind of lucky. I opened in a golden Small-Time Buccaneer. Now why is Small-Time Buccaneer so worthwhile? Because those cards have recently been changed. Small-Time Buccaneer only has 1 health now, and Spirit of Claws has gone from 1 mana to 2 mana, which I think makes the card... Yeah, it becomes on the border edge of... Might possibly put it in mid-range Shaman, but I'm not sure. Certainly considering Azure-Drake is going out, it's probably going to be only in Wild now. Oh well. Anyways, all those legendary cards... No, first back. Because they were changed, you get the full dust value back. So I undusted my golden Small-Time Buccaneer, which you have seen me play, I am sure of. At least if you follow the channel a little bit. And otherwise, go check out my I be playing Pirate Warrior video. But yeah, I I dusted it, but I did create a normal one back. Still, I spent 13,000 gold, no, 1,300 gold, should say that correctly, open up a few packs, and that gave me enough dust to consider a legendary. But if Sylvanas is going to Wild, are you going to play Wild then? No, actually, because what they have decided to do, which I find is awesome, is that they're going to return all the dust you used to create the card back, and you get to keep the card. Unlike that I had to dust the Sultan Buccaneer. So if I make Sylvanas Windrunner now, when she goes into the Hall of Fame, I get all the dust back from everything. So basically, it's a free legendary. It's not entirely true, because I'm gonna have to wait for Aya Blackpaw, which would be one of the other considerations I would definitely have to take right now. I'm not sure how well Patches is going to be right now. Probably it's going to be in Pirate Warrior. And I assume that Small Time Buccaneer is still going to be in Pirate Warrior, but it's going to be so much easier to deal with, because it only has 1 health. So it's going to be easier to hold back of the aggression, certainly as Druid, Rogue, and Mage, because they can do 1 damage to whatever they hell like, or if a phase or not. Awesome. I'm not sure how much, therefore we'll see a Small Time Buccaneer, therefore I'm not sure if Pirate Warrior is going to be as strong as it was. Patches has definitely gone down my desire level. It's definitely Arya Blackpool, or, oh, Sylvana's the old one that I want, and that's why I can get her for free.
I have no time for games.
When we have no time for games, we're going to get her, and then later we're going to get the dust back. And of course, in, well, light of having created Sylvana Windrunner, I'm of course going to put her in a few decks, and show those decks off to you, my watchers. I'll see you. Here we are at a bit of a different date, as you might be able to surmise by my clothing, and I do apologize about the very long intro, still doing a little bit of intro, because, well, I said I wouldn't talk about a new card, and yet actually I did. So what are we going to play? Well, we're going to play something a little bit of meta and then a little bit of non-meta. You know me, I try to out different decks and what have you not. Some of them are not as efficient as other decks, but the fact of the matter is that most of the time value decks are very good against Reno decks. And Reno decks are very good against aggro decks. And aggro decks are very good against value decks. It's like the ever-turning cycle. Now, Medino Mage actually makes use of Medivh the Guardian. We haven't seen him in ages. And Cabal Crystal Runner. And Ethereal Arcanist. This is a slow deck. It's a slow deck versus, in comparison to the Kazakus Reno Mage. And that is not even a fast deck, but this one is even worse. But on the other hand, it can have quite a bit of value with Medivh. If I had Kazakus, however, I would put it in, probably for the Cabal Crystal Runner or the Ethereal Arcanist. These are just a little bit of a joke thing. They're here along with a bit of a few secrets. Ice Barrier and Ice Block, very common secrets for a Medino Mage. And we also have Potion of Polymorph as a secret. Let us see if we can do well with this weird little of a deck. And you know what? It's very early in the season. I am okay if I lose a star. We're gonna play Medino Mage on ladder. But it is early enough in the season that, well, I could run into some very, very high level meta decks. We'll have to see.
Jaina versus Anduin.
That is a value deck if it's a priest deck.
You asked for it.
Absolutely not. We don't have a secret. We're gonna keep Cabal Courier. We need Bran with that, so just Acolyte of Pain then? For the card draw. Well, that looks pretty good. Though I have no spell to increase the mana worm, except for the coin. Still. Probably opening up with Mana Worm, going with Acolyte, playing later on. I mean, we want to keep this with a freeze effect, in order to kill those big dragons that he might come out with. Unless this is a Reno Mage. I haven't seen a Reno Mage in ages, but it promises to be a good battle. Now, opening up with a Mana Worm, you could think I'm anything. Tempo Mage. I don't think there is a deck that doesn't have Mana Worm. Well, that is an okay trade for me, to be honest. I'm just gonna ping him. Don't want to lose the coin just yet. Certainly now, because I have no creature to benefit from casting a spell. I'm very creature heavy.
You, my master.
Caffoon! Okay. I haven't seen that one in a while. I could coin out the water elemental, but what is then next turn our play is the question. But that would... No, we're gonna go for the 2-card draw on the Acolyte of Pain. He can't instantly kill with a current creature. That would help us. We do not have Ice Block, we do not have Reno. We are actually desperately searching for cards. And if he hits it once, I can ping and attack, and then I have it dead as well next turn.
I wonder.
Of course I get disconnected. What did he do? We got 2. We could ping this down.
I wonder.
The problem is also with this deck, I really don't know what the curve is of it. Let's see if we're lucky. That's one. That did not go as planned. Otherwise we could have done Potion of Polymorph, but let's do it like this. Waste 1 card to get 2 rid of him. But his Caffoon is now already quite large. It must be at 10-10 already. So he's gonna get really big hills. Alright, he bleeds for Caffoon. If that is what you wish, it's all pretty. This would contest, but with 1 big hit of him, this would be gone, but... Yeah.
You want it? I got it.
Also could have gone with a Potion of Polymorph, but... I think getting rid of a big creature might be wiser. Because we're going to see some very old cards, like probably Twin Emperor Veclor.
Grand tournament champion.
Okay. How I wish I would get a spell. Because this is a waste. Because it's overkill. But I feel like I'm necessary to. Oh. If you control secrets, gain +1/+1 and don't. I had considered putting that into this deck, but yeah. At least we got Ice Block now.
Do you know the secret handshake?
And of course I would have rather have seen that I could have coined out Medivh. Whenever a character is healed. Where are all my cheap removal spells? I'm going face because if I attack this, he can still heal it up and it won't matter anything. Oh. That's a really good card for him to fought steal. Holy heck. Because actually he just got 2 cards. And that was not the best card to polymorph. Well, there's Reno. And we'll develop our ice block. Yeah, he has got some big ass Cafoon, but I still have the polymorph spell itself. And of course, I could have a freeze effect along with. Wow, he is really overcommitted to playing this Cafoon. Well, not overcommitted, he's just. I shouldn't claim that immediately, I just, like, committed. There is a cheap removal. Let's first see what we can discover. Ooh. Hold on here. We can attack ping. We can do 2 damage to all. Everything would die. I could remove everything with the frostbolt as well, but this could also be really good against Cafoon. I'm actually going to pick with this one. Going to ping this off. Going to remove that.
I'm late. I'm late.
And I'll play this. For 2 mana, 5/5. Because a lot of people always said that this card, you cannot really get the value, but I've noticed in Reno Mage you can. Oh, there he is.
Listen closely.
16-16, and pushes us up. Yeah. Understandable, but
I see gold in your future.
down and out for the count, and I'm going to actually flame it completely dead to death. He can probably recall it with a card, but that is at least Cafoon handled. And he hasn't popped my ice block yet, and I still have Reno Jackson.
I ain't talking.
Oh!
So kind of you to join me.
That is annoying for the fact that we cannot get our staff. That is the main annoyance of that little thing. There's Blizzard. Ooh.
We hunger for vengeance.
Yeah.
I always win. Job done.
That is a board. Because that was the advantage. 8 mana I did not need to spend in order to get a card that actually instantly could kill Dirty Rat. Entomb. I'm okay with this.
I have no time for games.
More souls.
He is now top decking. Should he pull out Medivh, we can kill him right at this moment. We also have actually an ooze in here in our deck. The only problem is that we are closer to fatiguing.
Let none survive.
More souls.
And I'm considering that he is also going to get probably a board clear. I'm considering how much pressure should I put on him, because currently I'm only doing 2 damage to him due to his power. I could already Reno, but that... Oh, I find that scary. No, I'm gonna...
Excuse me, you are on fire.
That is what I'm going to do. I need to put some pressure on him, otherwise he can turtle too much.
Cafoon! Cafoon!
That's okay by me, because I kind of needed the card roll. Speaking of card roll, there's Forgotten Torch as well.
Right away.
Let none survive.
There we go. Don't forget, there is a Cafoon card for Priest that if you have Cafoon at 10-10 and he has it way more than 10-10, he gets an enormous boost to health. There is Polymorph for when we need it.
Serve the Fire Lord.
I think I'm going to be a little daring. Hit him with a roaring torch. One to him. Yes, that's awesome.
Let none survive.
Right away.
There we go. Now he's definitely not a Reno deck because we've seen several duplicates, or otherwise he's got a really weird Reno thing going on. But we have putting a lot of pressure on him. There is Healing Potion. One of the newer cards. He's trying to use that to stay into the game. Which is fine by me. I'm not going to develop my board any further. I'm doing enough damage to him that it's good for me. I know I only have 6 God, but I have Reno, I have Ice Block up. Don't do this dirty to me.
I wonder.
No, 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 no. Don't let the bad luck from my Hand of Fate series go to this series. Please don't do this. We are back again. Yes, such always a demoralizing message. You lost your last ranked play game due to a disconnect. Not by my own choosing. I wish they would... They can, but I sometimes really wish they would make a difference for that. You know what? Let us try, however... Oh, I will show you the deck. Now to use, actually, Sylvanas, which is one of the things we had. We had her on the board, she was doing damage, she was holding it down. The fact of the matter is, with this card, this deck, it's a little bit harder to trigger Sylvanas. You can by fireballing her, but there is a better deck that can make use of that, and that is Reno Lock. Now, once again, I don't have Kazakus, so it's a little bit unorthodox. So I have put in Ragnaros, the Fire Lord, also a card that's gonna go soon to the Hall of Fame. Lord Jaraxxus and Sylvanas, but Sylvanas in combination with Shadow Flame can do wonders for you. Here we are back again, and I'm beginning to wonder if Hearthstone is just unstable today. But because we have a new way to win and a new way to lose, because we lost a star and now we've won a star. I'm just gonna play casual right now. And hopefully I can show you off the wombo combo that you can do with Sylvanas. I'm sure you can look at it on another channel, but ow! This internet issue is painful.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Recently I actually faced a mill rogue.
Your soul
Blast from the
shall be
past there.
mine.
That's out of curve. That could actually function. I'm actually gonna keep these. I'm probably not gonna do player. Probably gonna tap, but one tap for a heal. I consider this a pretty decent starting hand.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
At least some pressure from the beginning, and of course she or he. I don't know what Daminor is. Could play Undercity Huckster and what have you not, but oh, doesn't even attack. There is already Emperor Forsan.
This might sting.
I like that. Getting Emperor Forsan, getting Bran. I hope Daminor plays a little quicker than the average player because... Oh! That could have been handy with our last hand. Doomsayer, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We can do it.
This might sting.
There we go. This is the maximum value that we can get out of our Mistress of Mixtures, which does mean that the Refreshment Vendor is kind of a bad play next turn. But, well, bad in that we can't make much use of the Battle Cry. That's luckily not a very good Barnes target. Could play Dirty Rat. We could even play Bran Dirty Rat, but I don't see the point of that. If I play Doomsayer, he can kill it all anyways.
I wonder.
I'm just gonna play Dirty Rat here. Cool, we got rid of some of the Jade mechanics. Now we could play Doomsayer behind it. Would that be worth it? Let's see, he can punch through this. Oh, actually I'm gonna play it. Then we'll get rid of his board, let him pass a turn, and then we can coin out Emperor Forson. This is not the best hand for an Emperor Forson coin, I am aware, but if we get Jirax's next turn, the next draw, it is an awesome thing to do. Although Twisting Nether is also quite nice, but for the rest, you could get Brand to function nicely though. Oh, Patches. You can get rid of everything. Oh, that's too bad. Yes. Wow, Patches. You're a... that is annoying. Well. Ooh. Ooh, would love to play this out. There's a lot of damage on the board. I could coin out this and leave this up. I mean, this would get rid of everything, but it just shy of 1 mana.
So many possibilities.
So I think I'm gonna have to go with a slightly heavier answer. I'm getting rid of everything. Well, at least that getting the Doomsayer there and getting the Jade stuff. Well, we got quite a few things done. Emperor? Oh. We could heal. And this would contest all of this right now. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, and Emperor doesn't really hit anything properly. It's a bit too bad that he gets the same amount of healing as I do, but, well, you can't always have a refreshment fender. I do have a ton of cards, and he is lacking a little bit in them. Uh-oh. Well, I know what we're gonna do after this. Oh, like I did, the Shadow Step version. Funny. Well, pay up. Pay up. The 4/4 is annoying, I'll admit, but we know what he has as next card. This is going to be a 5/5. Jade, and he has a next card. We already know what it is, apparently. Alright. He loves to go face. I could Twisting Nether here, I'm aware. I mean, he is top decking. We'll Twisting Nether. You have 1 card. I have tons of cards. That's not in my deck. It's just add a random class card. Okay. But they're both not demons, huh? Oh, actually, you are a demon. I never played Tiny Knight of Evil, so that's annoying. Cannot get rid of it with Demon Wrath. Hey, voila! Going to get a lot of discounts. And it's going to be hard for him to get rid of Emperor Forson, I reckon. That's just gonna do 2 damage. And he says, well played, because he knows he is up. I could Reno now, I could do whatever. Why does my internet connection stay proper when I'm playing just standard and I still haven't shown off Sylvanas, Windrunner? This is just not my day. Even if I win, I feel like I haven't shown you the proper stuff. So I apologize. Let's try that again. As you may already notice, slight shift in the image. That is because I've been having 3-4 people now surrender in the first few turns. Like, we haven't even gone to 10 mana yet, and they're like, not doing this. I even switched back to Medito Bait. Still doing it. I'm back to the Reno log now. Let's see what happens. From hell. Oh, this. You do want Empress for 4 songs discount to land on Jiraxis, but it's just too early. Well, we'll have to see. If it's against Pirate Warrior, yeah, we'll have to see. We don't have like the perfect setup for that yet. We can take out a weapon though, and we can take out, for instance, a Bloodsoul Corsair. If it is indeed Control Warrior who is supposedly back on the rise, well then we'll have to see. I'm just gonna tap.
Armor made to fit.
That sounds a bit like a Control Warrior. I don't feel like I need a Shadow Bolt that yet, though. If you Shadow Bolt this, it feels like it's a 1/4. You know? Yes, I could take it out, but even heck, this is 2 mana, this is 3 mana. It's not a right deal.
Back to work.
Now, it's already worth a lot more. But it's a very inefficient use of my mana. He can't kill actually this with the 2 that are currently standing, and then we can use Mortal Coil on this if it's left over. We'll have to see, of course. No guarantees. He goes face. He knows what he wants. To all non-demons. Yeah, I'm cool then. Alright. Time to see if we can do something about that armor. Because we don't want to get shield slammed. Now we did use 2 cards to get rid of 2 cards, but we kept up our card advantage. So I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, that's not a problem. There's Emperor Forson. We'll take this.
Funnel cakes. Get your funnel cakes here.
I should have actually tapped beforehand to see if I perhaps wanted to play that card, but there we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I did it correctly. And I doubt he has a mill mechanic. Kind of expected this one, because there were 2 on a 1/1, but on the other hand, what else are you going to do? Oh, interesting. Don't feel like we need to blast potion anything. We could get rid of it with Abyssal Enforcer, I am aware of that. I'm actually going to do that. Because now he also can't shield slam this straight away. Because he can get to 5 armor, but... Ah! Hello, Gorehound! Slow weapon, but very nice for him. But we have Acidic Swampus kept on purpose. Not worthy of a Blast Crystal or a Shadow Bolt. And we'll do it like this. We're kind of looking for Reno here. Ooh. That's pretty awesome. In that case, I'm gonna go... take that and... 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I can't play anything else right here. Unless I play... Sun Fury Protector. Perhaps I should have actually done Blast Crystal, but then... No, we couldn't have played anything else anyways.
So many possibilities.
I think I'm gonna skip the turn then, for the rest. At least his Ragnar rolls didn't do much for him. It took out a 3-2. Oh no. He is back up to high armor though. And he shield slams a 2-4. Wow. Okay then.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
2, 4, 6, 8, 9 again, right? Yeah, do we really want to play this? No. Let's get a discount on a big hand. Unfortunately, still not Jiraxis though, nor Reno. Which is really what we want to see. But we have now the Sylvanas Shadow Flame combo. Ooh, bro. Yeah, we survived it! So he shield slams it. And he chooses death. Again, I cannot show you the Sylvanas Shadow Flame combo. Everybody just dies. Okay, this time we went to 10 mana, but it's not the best name to show you, my watchers, what I want to do. I just feel like the bad luck of Hand of Fate is slowly seeping into other stuff, and I kind of dislike that. But it does show how powerful the Reno decks are. And I do think we kind of won of that Cthulhu Priest, even though we didn't finish the match. But, oh well. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.